It's very important for any school district to focus on the future success of the students who live in that district, whether that be entering a four-year college program or a vocational school, going into the military, or going straight from high school into the workforce. So it's very important that the school focus on that. My vision for that would be increased community involvement with our students so that they have a tie to our community. As a business owner, I'm keenly aware that the students in our district today are our future workforce tomorrow. So it's very important that we set them up with all the tools that they need for success. Not only does that include strict academic achievement, but it's also going to include those soft skills like communication, being able to collaborate with other individuals, and also being able to continue to be a lifelong learner so that whether their future is here in Springfield or somewhere else, they can succeed and they can be an active participant of their community.
So the district uses the term strategic in the strategic plan of success-ready students. I believe that this term is very descriptive of what we're looking for. Not all paths necessarily lead to college or further education. Some paths lead to trades, some path leads to entrepreneurship, some paths leads to college. And so, there is a diverse path after SPS, is done with them, right? So, the first thing we can do for these kids is focus on the academics, academic excellence. Not only does the academics help them in whatever, career choice they decide to make or further education, it also serves as a great way to teach these kiddos what it means to be accountable for actions, what it means to be working in a classroom setting, what it means to be working with others, what it means to be, all the basic life skills. So I'm a big proponent of that particular part of the education system. Just, that's why my kids still go to Springfield Public Schools, is because, I've got a high schooler, a middle schooler, and an elementary student. And so I love the fact that they're able to be in a group setting with their peers, with challenges, thinking through these obstacles. And I think that there's, school, and when I look back to what got me ready for the next level is the key thing. So we got to focus on academics. We got to focus on social, emotional, behavioral expectations as well. So there's a lot more to life than just passing a test. You've got to be able to work with your peers. You got to have that social intelligence. You got to have that emotional intelligence. You got to understand how to behave. A lot of times people kind of forget that the way that you behave in a group with a group of your peers is also probably how you're going to continue to behave whenever you start getting jobs and working with teams and going down that path. So, I think that if we focus on the core, the curriculum, the reading, the writing, the arithmetic, the academics, but also we have to, understand that we have to develop these little, humans into future leaders of our city.
I believe that the schools are the heart of the community. They would be the driver. We need to provide for our students the opportunity through career fairs. The GoCaps is an outstanding program. Any type of internship, information from the counselors, the teachers. When you graduate from high school, you have a diploma, and then you have umpteen roads available for you to go. Kids need some direction after they graduate to become that member in the community, that workforce development that's going to help lead them to a future in Springfield, we hope. There are lots of ways that we can get this information to kids, but it needs to be a priority. And all of our schools, including our middle schools, can help with directing kids toward a field of choice that best suits their abilities and wants.
SPS vision is that they are committed to the well-being of each student by providing high-quality academic opportunities. The board needs to ensure that students are academically successful and they come out of high school and are college or career ready. SPS must also engage and collaborate with the community. If you want to continue growing Springfield and want strong economic development, you need a strong public education system. SPS needs to be strong and collaborate with businesses to know what their needs are. The Healthcare Alliance is a great example of that. My fear is that if certain people are elected, that SPS will no longer participate in that alliance. Not participating in that alliance would be wrong. It's a great alliance where students come out of high school with an AA degree, their high school diploma, and a job. How can it get any better than that? So we need to continue to make sure that our students are strong academically, and we need to collaborate and engage the community.
I think SPS has a crucial role in preparing our young folks for the future workforce. Schools have a traditional role of teaching reading, writing, arithmetic, critical thinking, appreciation for diverse perspectives, appreciation for diverse cultures, but they also reinforce things that our parents teach us, things like, academic integrity and responsibility, honesty, punctuality. These are all things that I think are really important for any worker, right? No matter what the industry they end up going into. So in terms of what the vision looks like, I would say schools are already doing this, so I think it's a matter of strengthening those types of programs that are instilling in every single child, regardless of their background, the things that schools are supposed to instill, right? Again, the things that I previously listed. So I would say that's my vision. They certainly are important, which is why I think it's important for the district to have multiple stakeholders, not only parents, teachers, but also business leaders who will be looking to fill those roles with competent, holistically trained people.
My vision for the district in developing the workforce, I look at it in 5 categories, which I call the 5 S's. Those would be, it would be support for teachers, solutions for the district, spending, safety, and last but not least, following the strategic plan set out by the district over the last year. So within each one of those categories, I think it's important that we always keep in mind that we're trying to produce success-ready students. And with that, I want them to be prepared for when they either go out to college or if they're going to go into the business field. And a lot of those things are going to include making the classroom safe, making the district safe, supporting teachers, and then following the strategic plan, and then spending money wisely to get best results.
I think the district needs to stay on its toes in terms of up-and-coming careers and what's on the horizon. We have to continue investing in technology and advancing those careers and making sure that our students have the skills that are necessary. And that goes beyond providing computers. Children are digitally savvy more and more every year. We have to be able to give them the skills that they need to be able to advance in those fields. In order to do that, and alongside that, we also need to focus on the fundamentals, and that's the fundamentals in verbal and written communication. We have to make sure that our students have strong skills when it comes to mathematics and sciences. All of those are necessary alongside, and also character building and those soft skills of being able to communicate both verbally and written, and be able to develop the sorts of work ethics, a pride in their success, so that they have grit, so that they can move forward and be a productive member of the society. So not only do we need to ensure that we are there with the academic performance piece, that we're also there with character building. We want to have a capable workforce, but we want to have a workforce that is going to endure. In order to do that, we have to make sure that we're looking ahead as to what is up and coming, and that we prepare our students academically and in terms of their work ethic and what they can bring. Because if our students can succeed, if they are success ready, then the community will succeed and the workforce will move forward. The entire business community will rise. A rising tide will rise all boats. We do the best we can for students, and that will have return on the investments we will get from student achievement.